Hello there. Welcome to another Jello Corp podcast. Welcome to 2024. We are so excited to have you here. We are so excited to have you learning and growing with the Jello Corp family. Today, we are going to be discussing post-interview etiquette and what you can do, the steps that you can take as a candidate and as a recruiter in this essential process. Today, I have a very special guest, Karabo, who has had a variety of experience regarding matters like this, a variety of experiences regarding candidates' interviews, their follow-ups, and giving them the good news or the bad news. So, Karabo, would you like to introduce yourself? New year, new you, 2024?
Hi there, Alan. Well, again, thank you very much for having me once again. As I previously mentioned, so my name is Karabo, and I'm assistant specialist here at Jello Corp Group.
So, Karabo, could you explain to us the importance of post-interview etiquette and post-interview conduct? Is it important, something that candidates shouldn't, worry about? What are your thoughts on the process?
Hi there, Alan. So once again, so when it comes to the way candidates conduct themselves post-interview, it's quite important because even though in some interviews, some candidates wouldn't be suitable for those roles, but the way they conduct themselves post-interview might actually be very important because they might even be considered for other positions. But let's say if they conducted themselves in a disrespectful way previously, it would put them in a position whereby they wouldn't even be considered going forward.
Wow, that's incredible. I hadn't even thought about it like that. Could you please go through some of the most important candidate do's and don'ts after the initial interview?
Yes, Alan. So I'll just give you a few pointers. So some do's and don'ts for candidates, right? Okay. So number one, they should be able to do timely follow-ups, right? So things such as sending a thank you email, right? Crafting a concise and genuine message, just expressing gratitude, right? So that's number one. The second one, there should be, professionalism in the way they communicate. They should actually be professional, right? They should maintain a professional tone in all interactions, right? The way they communicate and the way they send out emails. The don'ts, they should not use overly casual language and do unnecessary follow-ups. Number three, they should be able, and this one might sound a bit controversial, but they should be able to handle rejection, gracefully. They should just respond with grace and just be professional about it. They shouldn't burn bridges, and they shouldn't, react negatively towards, the feedback. Number four, we can say they should express continued interest. They should politely express ongoing interest in the position, and they shouldn't be overly persistent or, whatsoever demanding. Yeah, those are the few pointers I can give you currently.
Wow, those are all incredible insights. Thank you so much for providing all of the do's and don'ts to all of the incredible points that you've presented. So, Karabo, you've told us about the approach that candidates should take, the things that they should do, the things that they should not do. But what about other recruiters in the industry? How can you help them improve their game? How can you help improve their way of doing things and their conduct? Do you have any tips for them?
So, Alan, from a recruiter's perspective, right, what I suggest most recruiters to do is, and I know this one might be used a lot, but following up on your candidates is very important because it keeps them engaged and it actually keeps them interested within the role that you've outlined to them. So doing that is very important. Following up on them. I can also give you maybe common mistakes for recruiters not to do, right? The impact of improper follow up on an employer's perception. It might be very impactful because if you as a recruiter do not follow up properly on your candidate, right, you might be putting the employer's company name in a bad light, of which you don't want, as they are also your client. So it is very important to actually do proper follow-ups and not to tarnish your client's name, and just not to tarnish the company's name in general. So it is very, very important to do proper follow-ups for your candidate.
Oh, wow. It's so incredible to get the perspective of the recruiter and the things that you should do and you should not do. So a quick recap of the things that you should do and you shouldn't do. So for candidates, a timely follow-up, like Karabo said, professionalism in communication, seeking feedback, expressing continued interest, which was very interesting for me, very, very new for me, and then handling rejection gracefully. A lot of people who experience rejection then go on to act rather unprofessionally. They'll not be able to control their emotions with the recruiter. And the unfortunate thing about that is when there is a role that then suits them as a person and their skill set, the recruiter will feel very resistant to communicating with that candidate because of the ill treatment or the bad behavior. And then you go on to talk about the recruiter's perspective. And you speak about two essential points, which are the significance of following up on behalf of their client and, some common mistakes to avoid. I hope that these have all been very helpful and impactful for our audience, whether you're a candidate or whether you're a recruiter in the field. I hope that this gives you an advantage in 2024. And we hope at Jello Corp that you will be receiving that, you have been accepted, or we are happy to offer you the position, and all the wonderful emails that come with, the interview process. And the one thing that I'll have to say is keep trying, keep pushing, keep going. Make it real. That's our signature phrase here at Jello Corp. Karabo, do you have any closing words?
Oh, thank you very much, Alan. I believe it's been very insightful. And once again, thank you for the opportunity. And yeah, man, stay to make it real. Stay making it real. Last words also, for those that are looking for any open roles or any, job positions that are open, you're welcome to send your CV to recruitment@jellocorp.com. Should there be any suitable vacancies, we should be able to contact you. Thank you very much once again.